Okay, let's dive right into this explainer and learn how to make the absolute ultimate vegetarian street food snack. If you love Indian street food but kind of want to master making it in your very own kitchen, you are in the exact right place. We're doing a step-by-step culinary masterclass on Matar Paneer Cutlets, also known as green peas and cottage cheese patties.
So, are you craving a street food snack that is actually good for you? Let's be honest here, if you're tired of unhealthy snacks or just boring lunchboxes, we're going to walk through a highly customizable recipe that literally solves both of those problems. Drawing from multiple expert food creators, we're going to build a patty that delivers this ridiculously satisfying crunch on the outside and a wonderfully spiced melt-in-your-mouth inside.
It's a true winner. As Kiati's Health-O-Meter on Food.com points out, it's a perfect snack for a fit foodie. Combining protein-packed paneer with fibrous green peas creates a nutritious profile that simply doesn't compromise on taste. You're getting the best of both worlds, right? Deep, satisfying flavor and fantastic macronutrients. Here is our step-by-step prep plan for today. We'll start with the ultimate veggie snack, build our ingredient base, prep the flavor profile, mix and shape, crisp everything to perfection, and finish up with some serving and freezing tips. All right, let's get cooking.
Section 1. The ultimate vegetarian snack. Let's see just how versatile this dish can truly be. The real beauty of this dish? Its sheer versatility. You aren't locked into a single method here. You can totally choose the healthy route, as suggested by creators like Arcana's Kitchen and Reka Kakar, which uses instant oats or even leftover rice as a binder, combined with minimal oil pan frying. Or, if you're hosting a party and really want that rich, deep crunch, take the indulgent route from Ashu's Delicacies. That uses a spiced potato base, a thick breadcrumb coating, and shallow frying. You're in total control of the end result.
Section 2. Building your ingredient base. Let's head over to the cutting board and gather our essential building blocks, because a great cutlet relies on a really solid foundation. Looking at our core ingredients, peas and paneer are absolutely your stars, but you've got a wealth of options for your binders and texture. To make this vegan, Reka Kakar suggests simply swapping the paneer for tofu. Now, your spice mix? Non-negotiable for that authentic street food taste. Cumin, chaat masala, and black pepper are key. But for binders, you can use mashed potatoes, healthy oats, or, and I absolutely love this zero-waste tip, leftover rice. You can even toss in some finely chopped cashews for this unexpected rich crunch inside the patty. Section 3. Prepping the flavor profile. Okay, let's dive into the actual cooking and prep phase. This is where the magic happens, transforming those raw ingredients into a deeply flavorful base. We begin at the stove. First up, heat your oil and let your cumin seeds crackle. You gotta do this to unlock their essential oils. Next, sauté your aromatics. We're talking freshly grated ginger, garlic, and chopped onions, maybe a green chili if you like a little heat. Then, toss in your steamed or fresh green peas, salt, and your dry spices. Now pay close attention to this next part. Cooking the peas down with your aromatics ensures all that excess water evaporates. According to Food Talk with Sharon, cooking it until there is literally no moisture left is absolutely vital. If you skip this, your cutlets are going to turn into a mushy mess and fall apart later. Nobody wants that.
And here's a pro tip from our sources for balancing those flavors. If you want a tangy kick, do not reach for wet sauces. Instead, use amchur. It's a dry mango powder. It gives you all that bright, citrusy acidity you crave in street food, but because it's a dry powder, it keeps your green pea filling perfectly dry. If you don't have amchur on hand, extra chaat masala works wonders too, for sure.
Section 4. Mixing and shaping tikkis. Now that our flavor base is expertly prepped and, super importantly, allowed to cool down, we move on to the main event, mixing and shaping. You want to take that cooled pea mixture and coarsely grind it in a food processor, or honestly, just give it a good, light mash by hand. You want texture here, not a puree. Next, fold in your grated paneer and a generous handful of fresh coriander and mint leaves for this gorgeous, vibrant freshness. Then, mix in your chosen binder, whether that's mashed potatoes or oats. Finally, divide the mixture and roll them gently in your hands, pressing them down into nice, thick, half-inch discs. Now, for an advanced technique shared by Ashu's Delicacies. Instead of mixing everything together, you can actually create a separate spiced mashed potato dough to act as an outer shell. Basically, you flatten a bit of that potato dough in your palm, place 2 to 3 spoonfuls of your pea and paneer mixture right in the center, and fold the potato around it. It's like crafting this tiny golden flavor parcel with a beautiful green surprise hidden inside.
Section 5, crisping to perfection. Let's move back to the stove and see how this all builds to that beautiful golden brown crunch that makes street food so irresistible.
To get that perfect restaurant-quality crust, you need a two-step coating process. First, prep a simple, thin, wet slurry using wheat flour or maida mixed with a little water. Dip each of your shaped patties right into this liquid wash. This acts as the glue. Then immediately transfer them to a plate and roll them in either coarsely ground oats for the healthy route or breadcrumbs for the indulgent route. Make sure they're evenly coated on all sides.
When it comes time to cook, again, you have complete control. Diet conscious? Follow Reckercocker's pan cooking method. Just spray a hot griddle with a tiny bit of oil, lay down your cutlets, let them brown, spray the tops, and flip. Boom. But if you want that decadent, deeply satisfying crunch, go for a proper shallow fry. Heat a few tablespoons of oil in a skillet and give them about 10 to 12 minutes per side until they hit that gorgeous, deep golden brown color.
Section 6, serving and freezing tips. Finally, let's explore how to serve these golden beauties to your guests and how to make this recipe actually work for your busy, day-to-day schedule.
When it comes to serving, these cutlets are phenomenal on their own, maybe dipped in some spicy mint coriander chutney or sweet date and tamarind chutney. Archana's Kitchen actually recommends pairing them with a steaming cup of Tetley lemon and honey green tea for a perfectly light afternoon snack. Or, check this out, if you want a full meal, smash these cutlets up on a plate, pour over some spicy chickpea curry, chole, top it with chopped onions, yogurt, and crunchy sev, and you've literally just made a vibrant street-style aloo tikki chaat right in your own kitchen.
And for all the meal preppers out there, listen up. According to Ash's Delicacies, you can prep these patties, coat them in their breadcrumbs, and safely store them uncooked in your freezer for 2 to 3 weeks. I mean, imagine just pulling these out of the freezer and tossing them straight onto the pan for a quick homemade lunch or a last-minute party appetizer. Total game changer.
So whether you're packing a kid's lunchbox for the week or hosting a massive Diwali party, these cutlets are the ultimate crowd pleaser. The only question left for you is which variation of these delicious Matar Paneer cutlets are you going to master first? Will you go for the healthy, oat-bound pan sear or that incredibly indulgent stuffed potato crust? Let that thought simmer, grab your ingredients, and happy cooking.